Alright guys, today we're going to be taking a look at the Neue Ziel HG mechanics, one of my absolute favorite mobile armor. It looks like Emerald Weapon from Final Fantasy VII, and it just looks so menacing. And of course, you have that cool box aesthetic with the blueprints and background. This was made in 2002, so the Dendrobium came first. They actually got the little space in there, no typos this time. And of course, you have all this. That's pretty cool that this all comes in English on the front, except that part here. And let's take a look at the sides of the box. This looks really cool. It's just mainly green with some red accents and some gray, so it won't take you a lot of paint there. And you have the beam, which is pretty cool. And you have this cool little effect here. We'll probably be able to see it better in the book, but he has all these extra arms that come underneath. So he technically has 6 arms. And unfortunately, I believe this kit only comes with 1 beam saber, and it should come with 6, but I believe they're compatible with all the other beam sabers that you can buy off of from any other kit. But of course, to get the right color, you would have to either just get lucky, and I don't know. I think if you bought the recent Xiong, he comes with a lot if you find a FET set. And of course, I got this for a fairly decent price. I've seen these obviously lower than this before, and sometimes very, very high. And I think I got this for, I think she charged me a little bit more because I was like, she saw that I really, really wanted it. It was at a convention. You're like, oh, I see that you like this. I'm going to charge you more money. But there was only one, and I haven't seen this anywhere else, so I definitely picked it up. I was a sucker for Neue Ziel. As soon as I saw it, it was a must-have for me. Man, I wish one day that they'll make a 144 scale, but my wallet doesn't wish that. Anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at what's inside the box. Alright guys, let's go ahead and take a look at the manual. Manual's pretty cool. It comes with the GPO3 little flying form there, and an escort Zaku. And if you can just tell the size difference, it's really awesome. I think I have these on to the side. I'm gonna go ahead and take a look at those later. But this is, again, just one pamphlet. All these HG mechanic kits don't take too long to build. I think the hardest part of this build is getting these little finger sections together right here, and really just choosing what you want on it, because nothing really has any articulations. So all those extra arms and pieces you kind of have to put in there. Of course, this stand is just way better than the one that came with the Dendrobium. Maybe it was a second afterthought. Again, these did come out a year after. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back page. There's some of these action shots. Look at that with all the 6 arms deployed. That's really cool. All the thrusters you can see are in red, and we have that one beam. Now looking at it, I don't think you can put the beams into these. I don't think they were ever designed for that function, but these sides were. And of course, it comes with this little wire. Now we're gonna flip open the book. We have some more description there. Kind of wish I could read this. And we have the box art repeated there. Just take a quick look. Again, really simple. Big pieces. A lot of pieces come in 2s. So a lot of cement usage if you're planning on painting this guy. I already have it built up, so I won't be able to show you the runners, but let's go ahead and take a look at the build. And this is my Neue Ziel. I know I'm saying the word wrong. It's like Neue Ziel.
Neue Ziel.
But I just always call it Neue Ziel. Again, it just looks utterly fantastic. I have 2 of the little extra arms here. I was gonna put some beam sabers on there. The articulation of the arms, oops, they don't really go anywhere. It's really just a connector on the inside. We're just gonna go ahead and put that to the side for now. And I have one of the arms with the rope. And not really much you can do with it. It's one of those, if you get it in a good position, it stays where you want it to stay. You got lucky with that. As far as articulation, it is very, very mild, so you can go ahead and push these down. Here, the flaps, I'm not really sure if this front flap, nope, that doesn't do anything. These side flaps should do a little bit more. It goes up and down. Let's see if the individual side flap does anything. Nope, this doesn't do anything. And of course, the hand has a little bit of rotation in here, and it has a little bit of rotation around that joint. And the claws, I would be very, very delicate with the claws there, because if you do kind of close them, they tend to fall off and they kind of rotate. We have these back flaps here, close and open just a slight bit. This flap opens up a little bit. Again, it's just like whatever kind of statue style you want to get it in is really what that's pretty much what you're gonna have to live with. It comes with this little white antenna piece. It got bent, so that's why it looks kind of derpy there. Now, when it comes to the head, it looks like one of those drone heads from Star Wars, the Roger kind of guys, if you kind of know what I'm talking about. Doesn't do much. That's it looking up, and that's it looking down. And it has a little bit of side to side, but I don't think you ever see this thing looking around in the series. It's just always just a menacing giant presence, and whatever it's looking at just kind of dies. And has the mega particle cannon right there, excuse me. And of course it has I think these generators. Now compared to the Dendrobium, these things are like super small, but there's 2 of them. I'm not sure if these ones on top count as the generators, but I believe these on the sides are just boosters. And the last thing it comes with is this little guy. You have to assemble it on the stand, and he's kind of like in the flying form. You can kind of put him together without glue for the most part, but you still would assemble it with glue because like the little holes here, that's for the shield. There's like a little nub back there. There you go, there here. And I believe these back portions actually have to connect to the rod here. So this rod assembles in the back. So we're just going ahead, that's how it looks here. And then you would of course put the wing flaps, oh, let me get a little closer onto that right there. But this can be a little hassle on its own, but this is pretty cool because these HG mechanics are pretty much, I think, the only things that come with these little Gundams. I kind of wish they would sell like a little 5-pack of these guys, you know? And we also have that little Escort Zaku. He has this awkward stance on him. I think he almost came pre-assembled almost completely out of the box. He has this whole back section, you add it to the front and you add the 2 arms on and you're set. But how he's standing on this stand is kind of awkward because he has to be posed this way. I guess if you wanted to take this off, he would have this large gaping hole where his crotch is supposed to be. So if you were to do a standing position, that wouldn't be too well. Hey, I guess if you were to go for just kind of just paint him up and just make the stand black, maybe make the front of the stand green right here, or red if you want to make this char. If you get really close, they have a lot of mold lines here, but this is a small kid. Try to take care of him as best you can. I don't think I'm going to do a good job on these little guys, but hey, it's practice, right? Alright guys, here it is side by side with the Dendrobium. You can tell this is a lot higher, and they're both on their stand, same elevation. The Dendrobium is just bigger, and in the length, of course, the side profile. Just comparatively, I've seen a lot of people look at the new Zeal and say, man, that thing looks kind of crazy. What is that? But never at this little guy. I think we really got to get some paint on this guy just because he's just like a gray blob. He's, you know, like kind of like a spaceship. They don't ever notice a little Gundam inside. As soon as they do, they're like, oh, that's kind of cool. That's really cool. He's inside. I see him. This is a new Zeal next to your standard high grade. Here is my little test dummy. Throughout time, you might see his color and pieces kind of change because he's really just what I use for my paint. He's like my spoons. I paint on spoons and I also paint on this little guy. So he has a lot of different kind of colors on him. He looks like a mess, but man, these 30-minute mission kits are pretty awesome. They have a lot of articulation. I don't know. I like them a lot. I might actually have to buy some more. I'm not really a kit basher, or I don't know. I like sticking to the theme of Gunpla, but I might pick some more of those up. What do you guys think? Tell me in the comments below. And here it is next to a standard master grade. As you can tell, they're almost the same size from the top here, so you do get quite a bit of showing with this guy. Alright guys, since we're kind of all new here, let me go ahead and explain how I review these kits. I go ahead and give a 1 to 5 score rating where the lowest is garbage. Avoid this kit, you know, generally just, well, it's garbage. And the next one, it's good. You know, it has its uses and it's not too terrible. And great will be the average kit. It hits everything that it needs to hit. It's nothing special. It's nothing, you know, really terrible. And of course we have glorious, which is pretty much going to be like a must buy. This thing is awesome. This is a little bit better than expected. Above average. And the last one, my final legendary tier, is called God tier. This is an absolute have. Why don't you have this right now? You must buy it. It, I don't know, breaks the scale. I need it now. All right, now with all that out the way, what am I giving this kit? Now I'm gonna go ahead and give this kit a good score. Then this kit's really good because it just looks awesome. It breaks up the monotony of just having just normal bipedal Gunpla everywhere and holding a gun and a shield and having your normal thing. It looks completely different. Your approach to painting it could be a little bit different than just your normal Gunpla. It is just a couple colors, so it shouldn't be too bad. As far as painting this particular kit, it does have some seam lines that need to get taken care of. The flashing on the mold wasn't too bad compared to the Dendrobium. I think the Dendrobium was just their first run and they had to do a lot of fixes and didn't want to make the same mistakes with this guy. So, and it comes with a nice little stand with a graphic on the bottom that you can kind of paint. Overall, this thing looks really awesome and I was glad that I have it because I think this is a awesome kit bash must-have kit. Again, I'm still new to kit bashing. I haven't done it much, but you can tell like you can take these arm flaps off, use them as like some shoulders, use some extra pieces here. This thing just has a lot of really unique pieces that you can't get off of any other Gunpla. And heck, maybe you can use a little drone droid Roger head as like a makeshift shield or something, or even a kneecap, who knows. All right guys, like always, please like and subscribe if you want to see more, and comment down below if you want to see me paint this particular one. The review channel is still new, so if there's anything that you would like me to add, go ahead and let me know in the comments down below. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Go ahead and check the links down below. You can check out my website, and if you ever want to put a commission with us, go ahead and check us out. You can also check us out on Instagram at TriloG_studio to check out some of our past works and pretty much to just keep up on us. Go ahead and follow us there. All right, guys, until the next one, peace out.